The sun is relentless. It feels like the world is trapped inside an oven. The air is thick, suffocating, and each breath feels like inhaling fire. Your skin burns as if it's under a magnifying glass, and sweat pours off you in torrents. No matter how much water you drink, you can't seem to stay hydrated. It's like nature has turned against you. This is the brutal reality of a heat wave. In 2024, many cities across the globe have experienced record-breaking heat waves. Imagine being in New York City, where summer temperatures typically hover around 29 degrees Celsius. This year, temperatures soared to an unbearable 40 degrees. In Dubai, where the average summer temperature is already a scorching 41 degrees, it spiked to a blistering 52 degrees Celsius. Paris, usually known for its mild summers at 24 degrees, faced an unprecedented 37 degrees Celsius. Sydney saw temperatures climb from a usual 26 degrees to 39 degrees. Tokyo, where summer temperatures are around 30 degrees, reached an extreme 40 degrees Celsius. And in New Delhi, which is accustomed to 35 degrees, the mercury hit a scorching 48 degrees Celsius. These numbers are not just statistics. They represent a significant shift in our climate, affecting millions of lives. The intensity of these heat waves is a stark reminder of the growing impact of climate change on our daily lives. So, how can you survive a heat wave? Well, here's how. First, let's understand what a heat wave is. Because the weather is different in various parts of the world, there are different definitions for the term heat wave. But it always means a period of unusually hot weather. According to the World Meteorological Organization, a heat wave is 5 or more consecutive days of prolonged heat, when the daily maximum temperature is higher than the average maximum temperature by 5 degrees or more. In a country like New Zealand, where the climate is influenced by having a lot of water around it, during a heat wave the air can be very humid, making it particularly hard to breathe. But it's not just New Zealand. In the UAE, heat waves bring extreme dry heat, making outdoor activities almost impossible. In cities like New York and Paris, the combination of heat and urban infrastructure can turn the environment into a sweltering concrete jungle. The dense buildings and asphalt can trap heat, creating urban heat islands that intensify the effect of a heat wave. These extreme conditions highlight the diverse challenges faced by different regions. In New York, for example, the heat can be amplified by the high humidity levels, making it feel even hotter. In contrast, Dubai's dry heat can quickly dehydrate a person, posing serious health risks if not managed properly. Similarly, in Paris, the usually mild climate means residents and infrastructure are less prepared for extreme heat, leading to significant discomfort and potential health hazards. Understanding these nuances is crucial, because the strategies to stay cool can differ, but some basic principles always apply. Knowing how heat waves affect different environments helps us prepare better and adopt the most effective measures to protect ourselves and our communities. First and foremost, water is your best friend. Hydrate yourself by drinking a lot of water, and if you have it, put ice into your drinks. Picture yourself filling buckets with water and soaking your feet to lower your body temperature. Another trick is to soak a towel and drape it over your head and shoulders. Cold showers and baths will keep your body at a normal temperature. If you have a spray bottle, fill it with cold water and use it to mist your face if you have to go outside. Stay away from coffee or alcohol. Even though they contain water, they are diuretics and promote urination. During a heat wave, you need to retain as much liquid as possible. Creating air circulation in your living space is crucial. Imagine opening the doors in your house or apartment and using fans to push hot air outside. During the day, close your blinds or curtains to keep the sun's rays from heating your home. When the sun sets, open your windows to let the cooler air inside. If you have an air conditioner, make sure it's running efficiently by cleaning or replacing filters regularly. Using a dehumidifier can also help reduce the humidity levels, making it feel cooler. Hot air rises, so it's best for you to stay downstairs. If you have a basement or a lower floor, make it your haven during a heat wave where the temperature is naturally cooler. If it's unbearably hot in your home, you may have to leave. But where should you go? Seek out public buildings with air conditioning. Think about spending a few hours in your local library, a shopping mall, or a movie theater. These places offer not only a respite from the heat, but also an opportunity to get your mind off the sweltering temperatures outside. Spend the hottest parts of the day in these cool environments. Minimize the heat sources in your home. Turn off unnecessary lights. Avoid using your oven or stove. Instead, eat cold foods like fruits and salads. Turn off your computer and any non-essential appliances to reduce the amount of heat generated indoors. At best, a heat wave is very uncomfortable. At worst, you can get heat stroke, heat rashes, heat cramps, heat exhaustion, or even die. For those of you who work outdoors, the struggle is even more intense. The key is to dress appropriately and stay as cool as possible. Choose light-colored, loose-fitting clothes made of breathable fabrics like cotton. These materials allow your skin to breathe and sweat to evaporate, which helps keep your body temperature down. Dark colors absorb more heat, so stick to lighter shades whenever possible. Taking frequent breaks in the shade is essential. If your job requires you to be outside for extended periods, find shaded areas to rest and cool down. Whenever possible, schedule the most strenuous tasks for early morning or late evening when temperatures are generally lower. This can help you avoid the peak heat of the day, which typically occurs between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Keeping a cooling towel around your neck and wetting it periodically can make a huge difference. These towels are designed to retain moisture and stay cool for longer periods, providing relief from the heat. Always carry a water bottle and drink regularly to stay hydrated, and use electrolyte drinks to replenish lost minerals and salts. Dehydration can sneak up on you quickly in hot weather, so it's crucial to drink water even if you don't feel thirsty. If you have to walk to get public transportation, plan your route to take advantage of shade. Walking in direct sunlight can quickly raise your body temperature, so look for tree-lined streets or shaded pathways. Carry an umbrella or wear a wide-brimmed hat to protect yourself from the sun. An umbrella can create your personal shade, while a hat can shield your face and neck from direct sunlight. A spray bottle filled with cold water can help you stay cool on the move. Misting your face and arms can provide instant relief from the heat. If you start feeling overheated, stop in shaded or air-conditioned places to cool down. Look for public buildings like stores, cafes, or transit stations where you can rest and lower your body temperature. Heat waves can be dangerous for everyone, but they pose a particular risk for those who work outdoors. By following these tips, you can minimize the risks and stay safe. Remember, your health and well-being are more important than any job or task. Take care of yourself and take heat waves seriously. Surviving a heat wave is crucial, but understanding its causes and taking action to prevent future heat waves are equally important. Heat waves are often a result of climate change driven by global warming. The burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial emissions increase the levels of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, trapping more heat and causing global temperatures to rise. Global warming leads to more frequent and intense heat waves. Imagine if every year the average temperature climbs higher and higher. This scenario is becoming a reality due to the excessive release of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases from human activities. When these gases accumulate in the atmosphere, they form a thick blanket that traps heat, leading to the greenhouse effect. The impact of deforestation exacerbates this problem. Trees act as natural air conditioners, absorbing carbon dioxide and providing shade. When forests are cut down, not only is this cooling effect lost, but the stored carbon is also released back into the atmosphere. Industrial emissions contribute significantly to climate change. Factories and power plants release large amounts of carbon dioxide, methane, and other pollutants. These emissions are often higher in industrialized regions, leading to localized warming known as urban heat islands. Urban areas with dense buildings, asphalt, and minimal green spaces trap more heat, making cities hotter than their rural surroundings. Understanding these causes helps us see the broader picture of why heat waves are becoming more common and severe. Addressing these root causes involves a collective effort to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, protect and expand forests, and transition to cleaner energy sources. Here are some practical steps we can take to combat climate change and reduce the impact of extreme heat. First, energy efficiency is crucial. Imagine if every home in New York City switched to energy-efficient appliances. The energy savings would be massive, reducing the overall heat generated. Simple steps like turning off lights when not in use and using LED bulbs can make a big difference. Installing smart thermostats can optimize energy use, ensuring heating and cooling systems are only active when needed. By reducing our energy consumption, we lower the demand on power plants, many of which still rely on fossil fuels. Urban greening is another effective strategy. Picture a city street lined with trees. It's cooler, more pleasant, and provides shade. Trees and plants absorb carbon dioxide and provide shade, cooling the environment. Urban green spaces can significantly reduce local temperatures. Initiatives like planting trees in urban areas can help create natural cooling zones. In places like New Zealand, which already has a lot of green spaces, expanding these areas can further help mitigate heat. Community gardens, green roofs, and vertical gardens are also excellent ways to incorporate more greenery into urban areas. Sustainable transportation is vital. Imagine if more people in crowded cities like Tokyo or London used public transportation, carpooled or biked instead of driving alone. This would reduce the number of vehicles on the road, cutting down emissions and urban heat. Supporting the use of electric vehicles and creating bike-friendly lanes encourage people to ditch their cars. Public transportation systems can be enhanced to be more efficient and appealing, reducing the reliance on personal vehicles. Reducing, reusing, and recycling also play significant roles. By minimizing waste and reusing materials, we reduce the energy required to produce new items. Recycling helps lower emissions from waste disposal and production processes. Think about the impact of recycling programs in schools, offices, and communities. They not only reduce waste, but also raise awareness about environmental issues. Lastly, raising awareness and advocating for policies that protect the environment are critical. Share information and encourage your community to take action. Support policies that aim to reduce carbon emissions and promote renewable energy sources. If communities in places like the UAE, where the impact of heat waves is extreme, started pushing for greener policies, the collective impact could be huge. By taking these actions, we can help reduce the impact of climate change and lessen the severity of future heat waves. Every small step counts towards a larger global effort. Our individual actions, such as reducing energy consumption, supporting renewable energy, and advocating for environmental policies, can contribute to this global effort. By tackling the causes of climate change, we can help create a cooler, more sustainable future for everyone. Heat waves are becoming an increasingly common and dangerous phenomenon due to climate change. By understanding their causes and taking proactive steps, we can mitigate their impact and help protect ourselves and our communities. Remember, your safety is the most important thing during a heat wave. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and take care of yourselves and each other. By implementing energy-efficient practices, supporting urban greening initiatives, using sustainable transportation, and promoting recycling, we can collectively make a significant impact. Additionally, advocating for policies that address climate change is crucial for a sustainable future. If you found these tips helpful, please share this video with your friends and family. Let's help everyone stay safe during these extreme weather conditions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the For Curious Souls channel and turn on your bell notifications for more valuable content. Thanks for watching, and take care, everyone.